it's time to bring back the Sports Talk Bracket Challenge. So excited for this in 2023. We've got to put our little statement out for everybody here. Make sure you are getting into our Sports Talk group for 2023. You got to go on to the ESPN Tournament Challenge. It's free to get in, not going to cost you anything. Just sign up. Look for Sports Talk, all one word, 2023. I know the brackets aren't out yet, but you can get in the group and put your name in and then make it once Selection Sunday happens this weekend. The deadline to get them all in is March 16th, next week at noon. It will lock. You can't make any changes after that. So please get in. We have so much fun. Want all of you there. And yes, Eric is the defending champ. You can have 10 seconds to congratulate yourself. Two-time champ.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my championship ring, but that's another story.
Yeah, your trophy.
I think this is great because, to see the participation of the viewers, and you look at some of the names and you see some of the local high school coaches. I think it's great, and I hope that we can get 30 plus people signed up for this because I think it's great. And believe me, if I can win this thing, anybody can win this thing.
Well, I tell you what, I was at a restaurant last night up in Albany watching Gonzaga win, and it just brings back horrors to me. Like, I am not picking them again. Like, 2 years in a row, I picked them to win it. I can't, but they throttled St. Mary's last night, and I'm thinking, oh, do I go all in? And I can't, Chad.
There's a difference between St. Mary's and Alabama, and let's show you real quick who the top teams are this year. These are the teams that will be just quickly, kind of in the running for things. And actually, these are the teams that are just barely getting in. So we will show you the top teams in a minute, but look at this. Mississippi State, Nevada, Rutgers, and Utah are the last 4 in. And the first 4 out is Oklahoma State, Wisconsin, North Carolina, and Michigan, according to Joe Lunardi. This, of course, can change, but I wanted to show you this because Utah State has Manheim Central alum Taylor Funk on it, and we're really rooting hard for him to get into the big dance in his final chance here. But the top teams are Alabama, Kansas, Houston, and UCLA. So those are the teams to watch out for, but I'm excited to hear your thoughts on those potential bubble teams as Utah State could potentially get in. Also, a Rutgers, North Carolina, Michigan on the outside looking in. So anything you want to hop on here for March Madness, go ahead and we'll start with Eric.
Well, because in your notes, you even had Penn State.
They're in, baby. Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. And, no offense, Chad, because I know it pains you to talk about North Carolina being on the outside looking in. But boy, would I love to see Penn State in it.
Yeah.
Utah State, obviously, for reasons because of Taylor Funk, and I would love to see him on the big stage and make a deep run as far as Utah State is concerned. Because, I really regret not getting down to see him play at St. Joe's a couple of times. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out, and then he had some injury issues. But just to see different schools in the big dance, I think would intrigue viewership even more. Because you never know. I mean, this could be a Cinderella run for one of these schools that just make it in. That's the beauty of the NCAA playoffs. But to see Michigan, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Oklahoma State on the outside looking in, geez, you would think these are schools that they're a lock. It's not this year, and that's what makes it so exciting. So I'm rooting for the underdogs. Give us some new faces, give us some new teams to enter in.
It's very possible. Tim, your thoughts on kind of all the mix that's going on here as again the tournaments will all go on this week, and then Selection Sunday is this coming Sunday.
It's intriguing that North Carolina, Chad, was preseason #1 in all the polls, and they might not be making it. I think they have to win the ACC tournament in order to get the automatic bid to get in. People aren't talking about Penn State. Jalen Pickett is a name, if you haven't heard of him, watch. He is averaging over 20 points a game, 7 rebounds and 7 assists. No player, I think, in NCAA history, or only one, has ever done that. So this kid is having a great year. He's actually a transfer from Siena a couple of years ago. So Penn State having a great year. Rutgers, there's a team flying under the radar. They were playing great this year in the Big Ten, lost to Northwestern a couple of weeks ago that really hurt their chances. But as with Eric, I am just happy that a lot of these schools that are the big names aren't in this year. And I have a theory about it, and it's because those big name schools usually recruit the best players in the country, but they only stay 1 or 2 years. Now you've got kids who maybe weren't the number one recruit out of high school, but they're on these teams and they're playing 4 years. We talked about Gonzaga. That's one of the reasons why they're good year in, year out. They've got pretty much players that play 4 years of basketball, and it's really refreshing to see some of these schools that are out there. I haven't heard, but who's the sister that from Chicago?
Sister
Chicago.
Jean. Sister Jean.
Sister Jean.
Yep.
I don't know.
She was there last night. Yep.
They're doing. Yep. She was there. So yeah, great to see her. She's got to be close to 100 now.
103, I believe. Right, Eric?
Yeah.
Man, still watching hoops. That is awesome.
She's going strong.
That's great.
My 8-year-old said, "How is she 103?" I said, "God's keeping her around. He's the good luck. Yeah. She's a good luck charm, a good ambassador, So he's just keeping her going so that she can keep going these games."